Thank you and welcome to Creative Spirit Gathering. I'm your host, Reverend Jen Hutchins, and this is our place for gathering together and exploring in our art journals all the myriad expressions of life as a way to process, to heal, and to transform our lives. I'm so grateful to have you all here today. We are going to be continuing with our theme of strength as we've been walking through this theme throughout the month. I'm going to be showing you I'm calling this like a tie-dye marker technique. So this is what we'll be working on today. Of course, as always, you have permission to explore and express in any way that is calling on your heart. So we are continuing with the theme of strength. And perhaps you're thinking, well, we've been talking about strength. This is 4 weeks now. What more is there to say? And today we're really going to be leaning into not so much the talking about strength as the feeling of strength, really embodying this energy and taking it into our hearts, into our whole body being. So today is really about experiencing strength, more so than just me telling you again and again, we're not talking about might and physical strength as much as emotional strength, spiritual strength, perseverance, the ability to endure, to stay the course no matter what. And this, could be on a project that you've said yes to, a creative activity that you've said yes to. It could be about a mental thought process, right? I choose to maybe not criticize as much. Maybe I'm going to make a conscious effort, to really look at how I'm talking about others or how I'm talking about myself, right? Those internal thoughts. So we could use strength to continue on with an idea, right? Really focusing on our thought and paying attention to our thought and having strength over that. And we can look at strength from our spiritual perspective, right? This is the time of Lent. And for many people, we're looking at how do we deepen our spiritual connection right now? How do we connect on that level that we feel, greater in tune with that spirit that we are? By whatever name you call that, I like to use the phrase consciousness, right? A conscious awareness of spirit. And that in itself can be an ongoing practice. And especially, if you've chosen during the period of Lent to release anything, whether we're releasing negative thoughts, we're releasing an old belief or an old pattern, or we're releasing maybe something that we've been addicted to, whether it's television or chocolate or coffee, whatever it is. And the reason why we do that from time to time is to clear the clutter, right? Clear the clutter in our minds and our bodies and our life experience so that we can tune in and focus on spirit. I know when I'm in that space where I'm going, even at home, right? We can still find things to go with. I've got to do the dishes, got to do the laundry. Oh, maybe I should reorganize the entire living room, and I'm, moving things around. And then don't worry, Barbara, I saw that face. I have not done that in a long time, but we get in those spaces, right? Where it's like, we just keep going to keep ourselves busy. And so then when we do stop for meditation, it's like we need 3 days to prepare, to slow ourselves down enough to really sink into that meditative state. I'm seeing some head nods, right? Because otherwise we sit down and we still have the to-do list going in our minds, right? So when we take the time to consciously release some of this clutter that's keeping our minds and our bodies and our spirit so filled with the day-to-day activities that it's hard to sink in to that space of spirit, then it takes us even longer to really sink in, to take these ideas, right? Like the idea of strength, and really embody it. Can take a little bit of extra motivation, a little bit of extra time. And that's why we're focusing on strength, so that as we're moving through our lives, moving through this time, we continue to remember this energy, this connection, this element of spirit, this character of being is in me always, and I can tap into it. I can deepen my awareness of it. And so then I can live more fully into who I'm called to be, and expressing that from a sense of my spiritual self, from a sense of my personal self as well, right? Living into my calling. So I've shared with you that the 12 powers that we've been looking at, strength being one of them, comes from really the teachings of Charles Fillmore. And in this book, the 12 powers, there's actually 2 books in here. The first is The 12 Powers of Man, written by Charles Fillmore. And the second is, Christ Enthroned in Man, by Cora Diedrich Fillmore, which is his second wife. So Christ enthroned in man. And when we say Christ, again, we're talking about that consciousness, that spiritual consciousness, more so than we're talking about like Jesus, like taking a person and being like, oh, there's a person in me. It's that consciousness, that awareness that she's talking about. And so I wanted to share from their words, this idea of strength. And where we can find strength in ourselves. The ever unfolding, ever renewing spirit of infinite strength sustains us, and we go from glory to glory. I'm going to read that part again. Take that in. The ever unfolding, ever renewing spirit of infinite strength sustains us, and we go from glory to glory. Realization of strength at the strength center, the small of the back, acts as an invigorating tonic. Spiritual strength flows freely along the nerves and penetrates into every cell and fiber. The whole body temple is uplifted and vitalized. The whole body temple is uplifted and vitalized through the power of strength. Would you like to feel that? That's what I'm going to guide us into today. We're going to be doing an extended meditation after I share the journal process. And I'm going to invite you to imagine, to picture this center of strength, right at the base of the spine, the small of the back. And if you've ever had that part of your body go out on you, you know how important that is as a strength center, right? That enables us to do so much, and it does, it connects. It's the base of the spine. So everything else, all those nerve centers are flowing up from that. So when we think of strength as this like energy, this point that we can tap into and feel that radiating strength throughout our entire body, we're sending it up into every nerve and reinvigorating not only our thoughts, but physically our body as well. We are talking to every cell, tapping it into strength. And it is such a powerful practice. So I'm going to share again my journal page. Now, the reason why I chose this style was the idea of this sort of radiating center that comes out, right? It goes with our thoughts for the day, which is that idea of spirit as strength in me, and being that spring green color right at the center, and then picturing that radiating out. And I did kind of this spray wash style to this project, because it's that idea, it's an energy flow, right? It's not a static, solid sort of thing. And so that idea of like watching the energy disperse, thinking about it in that way, really connected, resonated with me. So first, my supplies, my journal. I started off with a pencil and a ruler. You don't need the ruler, but you can use it. Water-based markers, such as like, the kids like Crayolas, that kind of markers. Mine happened to have a scent to them, so that was extra fun. I got to lean into that sense of childhood play. And a spray bottle with water. If you have cats, let them help you out. They're so good at that. So step one, what I did was I created a grid on my page using the ruler and a pencil. Now this could be done completely free form. This was just my personal process. And part of the reason why I wanted to do that was to create sort of a gridded pattern and thinking about that radiating from a center point and just having fun with that, thinking about strength the whole time that I was moving through this process. And you can see at the end there, I started turning it into sort of a spider web kind of shape because I was thinking about how everything was connected in the body and our energy centers, and even that energy that we radiate out into the world, right? Everything kind of becomes entangled and connected. And so that web theme resonated for me. And the final thing I did was I just hit that marker drawing with a spray bottle and then watched as the markers started to dissolve as though they were watercolors. We are going to move into our meditation. And again, today I'm going to extend that meditation a little bit. We're really going to lean into that power center of strength and expressing, right? Allowing it to express as this energy and tapping into what does that feel like in my body, feeling it radiate throughout us. And being able to then move from that experience right into our journal. So you're taking that and just processing that into the journal space. In preparing for our meditation, first we take a moment to notice our bodies, notice the body's needs. Roll your shoulders if there's tension, or your neck. Adjust yourself in your seat. And knowing that your body is completely taken care of and supported by whatever you are sitting in or standing on. I invite you to close your outer eyes if that feels comfortable, or to find something in the space in front of you to center your eyes on, center that focus. So we can begin to bring our awareness within, releasing thought from the body, beginning to bring awareness to the breath. The breath is an excellent tool to center us and bring us to the present moment. You don't need to control it, just noticing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We slow our thoughts down. And if at any time a particular thought starts coming into our awareness, just give it a nod of acknowledgement. Hey, I hear you. Step aside for a moment, just let it step aside. And bring awareness back to the breath. We're going to activate the power of imagination. I invite you to imagine that there is a golden light at the crown of your head. Perhaps you feel this light as a warmth or other sensation. Simply noticing. And then imagine this light, golden, warm, penetrating into your body, moving from the crown of the head all the way down past your throat, to your heart, continuing down to the base of the spine, the seat of strength. Simply feel this light presence. And notice the energy of strength that was already there. Imagining it as a light. As you breathe into the seat of strength, the base of the spine, notice the feel of the energy there. Perhaps a temperature change, or a weight, or tingling sensation. And as you continue to bring your awareness, notice that this energy starts to grow, radiating outward in every direction. Feel the energy of strength moving down your legs. And everything that it touches, it washes with this strength and power. Feel it move into your feet, to your toes. And let it radiate from the base of the foot down into the earth, connecting you with that earth energy. Notice from the seat of the spine, the energy moving upward through your torso, through your chest and heart. The power of strength restores and renews. Feel it move through your shoulder blades, down through your arms, all the way to your fingertips. Breathe in the energy as it moves from your shoulders up through your throat, empowering your voice, through your jaw, up your face, through the back of the head, all the way to the crown. And simply breathe now into this awareness of this energy of strength permeating your entire body being. Now notice this energy extending beyond your physical body. To the energy space around you, surrounding you in a bubble of strength. And with the power of imagination, envision this bubble growing and growing so that wherever you walk, strength goes before you. Continue to extend it outward, encompassing everyone in our spiritual community, seeing how far this center of strength can reach, feeling this interconnection. Wherever our thoughts go, strength goes. Feel the expansiveness of the energy. And then begin to bring the awareness back in. Back to personal bubble. Physical being. To the base of the spine. And we begin to bring our awareness back to breath. Noticing the inhale and the exhale. And we know that each breath is infused with strength. We bring our awareness now back to our physical body. Wiggling our fingers and our toes, inviting the energy to express in motion. And we give thanks for this opportunity to experience the energy of strength at the core of our being and radiating out into the world. As we flutter our eyes open, we affirm divine strength is the core of who I am. Divine strength is the core of who I am. And so it is. I invite you now into your journal expression to explore what this meditative experience has been like for you. With those lovely, lovely shares, I want to invite you to stay connected with the group. Join the Facebook group Creative Spirit Art Journals if you have not already done so. And share your weekly creations with the community. Let us see what you've been up to. I want to thank you all for your continued donations to support the program, whether you give in the morning before the program starts, you give after the program ends, or you give anytime during the week, or sign up for our monthly giving program. Your donations help to make this program possible. It's covering our Zoom fees, it's covering my fees, it's covering the supply fees. Without your support, this program goes away. So thank you so much for helping us make this a sustainable program that is available to everyone whose heart has called them here.
A donation to Unity Arts Ministry.
The donations, yay! Special thank you to our monthly contributors and to the John Templeton Foundation that provided our technology support for the year, and Unity Worldwide Ministries for their tech grants. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are so grateful. And I am so grateful for each and every one of you, to everyone who is here in our Zoom room, to everyone joining later, watching the videos. Thank you for being a part of this community. We love you, we bless you, and we behold the divine strength, that radiating energy that is in you. So it is. See you next week, everyone. Bye.
Okay.